I think we have a record. This is probably the first IV course that I haven't had like an ejected needle.
Good morning.
Don't forget
to take your all trace. What are you having for a snack?
I'm having an almond bar.
Nice.
Toasted almond.
It's actually afternoon. We were up early this morning taking Amanda to the airport after a fun visit.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was simply wonderful.
Simply wonderful. And we're just having a little afternoon's coffee and crumpets, I guess. That's what we call a snack with coffee. But
I felt like we had something to say.
Did we? I don't know if we had anything to say besides good morning and welcome to our day.
On Monday after my appointment, we got home, and because I had no needle in my chest, it took me approximately a few hours to realize that I was free, and I was on the floor like starting to do, I was using my yoga wheel and like kind of doing handstands and just enjoying the freedom because I think we have a record. It had been 2 years that I've had my port, and in the 2 years that I've had this new port, this is probably the first IV course that I haven't had like an ejected needle, like a infiltrated needle, and it's because I know not to move this side of my body like certain ways. That's why I haven't been doing like yoga and stuff. I was gonna do I was gonna have Peter like here all this strap my arm on like this so that I don't move it and then do yoga however, but now I'm just free and I can do and my needle won't displace.
The benefits of being off IVs.
Yep. I think it's fair to say Oliver misses Amanda already. We have decided to make a date out of our taxes, and so that is what we're doing. It is sunny outside, but very cold, so enjoying the sun from inside is the good idea. But we're just gonna sit here, and this goes along with our philosophy in life that it doesn't necessarily matter what you're doing, but it can still be a good day.
That's right. At
the hospital or at home or doing taxes. And so that's what we are doing. And I've got to zoom in. Oh man, his little face was right in the crack there.
The mountain box 2 may be taxable income on your federal tax return. It's so stupid.
I decided, because some of that is like Peter's domain, I decided to stick with my domain until he needs my help. I got everything sorted out for him, so now he's just going at it, doing his tax thing. So I am just starting a pot of soup. I had these veggies cut a few days ago, so I want to go ahead and use them. And my stomach was horrendous this morning. Yeah. Let's just say that I had to run into the airport because my stomach was going to explode. So I was going to the bathroom and I stood up and my phone fell out of my pocket of my coat into the toilet. This has never happened before. And the toilet was not clean in that I had just dirtied it, if you will. It was less than ideal. Thankfully, iPhones are now waterproof-ish, so I immediately took it to the sink and washed it. I was so grossed out, and I then alcoholed it. That happened, but my stomach's feeling okay now, but I'm gonna make some soup and hopefully I will not drop the phone in the toilet anymore. This is pretty much how I start any soup. I put a couple tablespoons of butter down in the pan, put my onion in, and some garlic, and salt, pepper, and parsley, with a lot of steam on the lens. And a few of the other veggies went in because they were all mixed together in the bag, but hey, lens, come on. But yeah, I just saute that for just a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to pour the veggies in stewed tomatoes, and I will pour in a carton of broth. I also have this humongous bag of vegetable scraps. If I had the time and energy, I would make broth first out of the vegetable scraps, but for today I'm just going to use a carton of broth and just let it simmer for a while. Sometimes I do some bacon first, which I probably would have done. I'm probably going to do that. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. So I'm going to put some bacon down in, sizzle, sizzle. It just adds a little bit more depth of flavor, and wow, that sounded really fancy. I'm not that fancy. Anyway, that's what I do. I just make it up as I go. Alright, and now this kale, cabbage, carrot. Ooh, I'm gonna add some corn. Soup will be ready soon. I don't know, however long, a couple hours maybe. Let it simmer down. And it'll turn from looking like salad to looking like soup. One last soup-related note. I like to cook it on the stove, not in the Instant Pot, because I like to look at it and see how my proportions are. And I love all the colors, so that's why I do it on the stove. Like, that's a term, like, does it make you scratch your head? Uh-oh. The head on the hand. But we're doing it. I've been able to help with, like, 3 things. Everything else is Peter's realm, but he is doing it, man.
Okay, we're taking a dinner break. And Mary wants me to taste the soup. Oh yeah, baby!
What do you taste? Is it sweet to you?
It's very sweet.
Yeah, it's the Maryland corn.
Oh yeah.
I was like, ooh, I just want a little.
It's so good.
Oh my god.
So good. So good. Are we ready to eat it?
Yes. And can you show them the end result of the croutons and tell them how I made them?
Oh.
Well,
Mary?
You might not know this, but I made some.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Mary made croutons, apparently. That's
out of
awesome.
Stale bread.
It was stale bread from our homemade bread that we had done in the bread maker the last few weeks. And she was kind of saving it in the freezer to make croutons. I'm gonna try one. Oh yeah.
Do you like it?
Very good. I'm gonna put some in my soup.
That's what I thought. I apologize in advance.
For all the cabbage in it?
It's a lot.
That's alright. It's so good. We're both documenting our dinner. Soup, bacon, seltzer water, homemade croutons, and more soup. Delicious. That was pretty funny. Mary and I we're sitting still at this table, but actually we were in the living room for the past few hours. We were sitting here having a little late night snack, and Mary goes, "Oh, we get to sleep in tomorrow." And I said, "Really?" thought we had to go get blood work. And she did not look up at me, and I just saw this like anger fill her face. She did not think my joke was funny. Anyways,
I did.
but she was kind of seriously, not seriously angry.
I really want to sleep it.
Yeah, we're like having some. Our neighbor gave us some turkey dinner. Mary's getting all the vibes from it. But good news, guys. Did we tell them? I don't think we told them. We finished our taxes.
We're adults!
Every year, our taxes get more and more complicated, and a lot of that is because we run our own business, and it has a lot of avenues like these daily vlogs, our online store, brands that we work with, and all the like intricacies of that. And so it's one of those things where you just kind of gotta get it done. But
and it's also one of those things where it's like, this is super complicated, but we're really grateful.
yes, oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's that.
I'm not like complaining
No,
that
but
that's the case,
acknowledging that it's complicating. Or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, totally.
Well, I think every year I'm like, we should like have an accountant do our taxes, but then by the time I get all the tax papers together, I'm like, well, I just did most of the work getting it all together. So, anyways.
I feel like I mean, you had to research a bunch of things, but
Yeah.
for the most part, you had it down, and we got it.
And we pay quarterly because we're self-employed, and so it's not like, it's more just filling out all the paperwork is the biggest thing. It's not like we've already paid our taxes. So, anyways, so
We did it,
thanks.
and
Like a team, like all of life, together.
forever. Peter.
And as always,
that sounded rehearsed. It wasn't.
yeah, no, we did not plan that.
See you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night. But I'm sleeping in tomorrow.
I'm getting blood work. Just kidding. And good night to the Bonesy boy.